Hey there guys, welcome back. Adam and I are back in the shop this evening. It's about 11 o'clock. We've decided to order a pizza and get to work on the old 6.0. So since the last video we've discovered what happened. I will give you guys a... So after dismantling the motor a little bit, we found the culprit. As you guys can see, this rod is pretty bent. This motor is extremely gross. And Adam, what do you have to say about this? What do we think did this?
I believe a head gasket went. The guy continued to drive it, then started hearing a rod knock, and he decided to park it. And then his buddy bought it because he didn't want to run it anymore, and said it ran great and changed the motor. Totally screwed us over on this.
Ironically, the guy that sold us this motor, he said that he didn't need the motor anymore because he thought his first motor had a rod knock and that this motor was fine, and they found out that it was a leaky exhaust manifold on his other truck. Therefore, they didn't have to replace the motor, and looks like we found the rod knock that he was talking about in this motor. So we're going to further disassemble this thing, get it in the hot tank, I guess, give it a good bath, and go from there.
You didn't say action.
Action.
We're going to pull off the oil pump and timing chain to take out the cam, and then we'll be taking off the crank so we can have the block torn down and put in the hot tank to clean.
So with the camshaft out, I guess there's more evidence of this motor probably being poorly maintained or high miles. Look here. And as Adam says, the magic has been let out. Any comments?
Well, they're there.
That's a start.
It's, I have very low expectations on this engine, considering what we've discovered and how far we've been going deep into it and how much it needs to be put back together.
What do you mean by how much it needs to be put back together?
I said the first cut was the deepest. Yeah, this keeps on getting deeper.
Still cutting.
And deeper and deeper.
But really the crank doesn't look that bad, given the circumstances. Still turns over nice. Turns over even better without the bent rod in it. Who would have guessed?
Tomorrow.
Hey there guys, welcome to day 2 of this video. So turns out we had some good luck and some bad luck here. Bad luck being that this motor has shown its true colors, and we do believe that this motor pushed a head gasket and basically hydro locked that motor, which is why number 5 folded on itself. And in doing that, I decided that'd be a good idea to take the 2 heads down to the local machine shop, Brazier Racing Machine here in Winnipeg, and just get the heads kind of looked at real quick, just to make sure that those heads aren't warped or anything like that from extreme heat. So we took them to George and Mike at Brazier Racing Machine, and before we were even able to check if they were still straight, we saw that they had hairline cracks in between the seats. So those heads are now in the garbage, and the good luck, I guess, is that they had an extra set laying on the floor. So we are going down there right now to pick up the new heads. They are a 706 casting. They also had some beehive springs, so we're going to grab those as well. And the next big thing I guess we'll be looking for is a camshaft, lifters, and push rods. But anyways, I'm going to head on down there, and we'll see you guys in a bit. All right guys, so we made it back to the shop here, and we've got some new discoveries with this motor.
So we cleaned it up and the cylinder walls are very bad. I'm gonna try to make my voice a lot clearer.
This is one of the best ones.
So I messaged the guy again just to confirm that, you know, hey, you ran this thing for like the week before we picked it up, right? And he is adamant that he did. And I'm like, no, there's no way that this could have been running a week before you pulled it. The cylinder etching is so deep, like honestly it needs to be honed for a larger piston. And yeah, this one's probably the nicest one, and the back one here cleaned up the nicest. But the two of them are absolutely terrible. And then we still have the bent rod. It's all cleaned up now. It's not only bent this way, it's also bent that way. Scarring on it, and a little bit noticeable pressure on the bearing.
So we rolled the motor over for you guys, and this thing sat in the bath for probably close to about an hour, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
About an hour, so it's a lot cleaner than what it was. The bottom side actually turned out pretty good. It's the cylinders that we're concerned about. And crank's not bad. You can see here, try and find it. Here's the damage that was done for that rod, or that piston that was touching it, pardon me. Here's our replacement piston, 20 bucks. New piston, new rod, new to us. Everything else cleaned up really well, so that's a bonus. Over here, got our new to us 706 heads. All right, so we got our lapping compound, head, valve, drill, and we're gonna lap some valves. All right, so we got one head with all the valves lapped in. I don't know if using a drill is considered sloppy or not, but seal up all right.
I call it efficient.
Efficient, that's what Adam calls it. Good enough. I mean, we're dealing with a motor or with a cylinder that probably won't seal up anyway, so it's not going to hurt anything if the head doesn't seal up, isn't that right, Adam?
Yeah, just put more boost in it.
That concludes another episode here, I guess part 2 of probably many on this engine rebuild. We have it kind of together, but not really. We are going to hopefully put some bearings in it next time, do some final assembly on the heads as far as putting the springs and retainers in, and hopefully turn this into a long block on the next one. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support, the views, comments, and we'll see you again next time.